All right, we're back. We've covered student loans and voter ID. Next up, the third proposal tackled what everyone agrees is a huge, complex beast: immigration reform.
Yeah, he acknowledged that right off the bat. So many different facets, so much history tied up in it.
Where did he start? Border security?
Predictably, yeah. He doubled down on his support for a border wall, argued simply that walls work.
Yeah, meaning they completely stop everyone.
No, not that they're impenetrable. His point was more basic. Compared to just walking across an open field, a wall slows people down. It's an obstacle. He felt arguments against their effectiveness were disingenuous or missed the basic physics of it.
But he wasn't just about the wall, right? He had criticisms, too.
He did. And this was interesting. He expressed real disappointment with the Trump administration on other immigration stuff, specifically how incredibly difficult the legal way is. He thinks a lot of Republicans just don't get how hard it is, or they simplify it like, oh, just get in line, without fixing the line itself.
That frustration seemed key to his overall approach.
Yeah, it fuels his push for a total overhaul. So his compromise package has bits for everyone, trying to streamline the whole mess.
Okay, let's break it down. What were the parts aimed more at, say, the Republican side?
Okay, first, obviously, the fully funded wall. Second, temporary residence facilities near the border. And he stressed, not detention centers.
Actually.
He described them like efficiency apartments, places offering some dignity where people crossing illegally or seeking asylum or refugees could stay while their cases are processed, background checks done, etc.
What's the practical advantage there?
Well, if people are housed there, he argued, it makes deportations easier and quicker if someone gets a removal order or loses their asylum case. You know where they are. Plus, it might alleviate overcrowding elsewhere.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Anything else on that side?
Yeah, tougher penalties for trafficking drugs, humans, any illegal stuff, terrorism across any U.S. border, not just the South, targeting the criminal organizations.
Okay, so wall, temporary housing, tougher penalties. What about the overhaul part, the middle ground?
This was the big one, a complete rewrite of immigration laws. The goal, make the legal process simpler. He kept saying simpler, not necessarily easier. Streamlined for people wanting to live and work here permanently or temporarily once they pass background checks and pay fees, file paperwork.
So a more efficient legal path running alongside faster processing for illegal entry?
That seemed to be the idea. Make the legal way clearer and faster, and also adjudicate the illegal cases faster.
Did he get into the weeds on things like birthright citizenship?
He touched on it, mostly to say arguing about changing the 14th Amendment via executive action is pointless. Supreme Court precedent is clear. A president can't just do that. He seemed to view it as a distraction from reforms that are possible through Congress and the executive branch.
Focus on what's achievable. Okay, what about the elements leaning more towards the liberal side? He admitted he leans that way on immigration, right?
He did, while still trying to be realistic about problems. So, first big thing. Citizenship for all DACA recipients. He briefly mentioned the criteria: applying, entering young, being here a long time, just a clear path for them.
Okay, what else?
Amending temporary protected status, PPS. He explained how TPS works, granted for specific countries facing disaster or war, requires application, background check, gives protection from deportation and a work permit, but no path to permanency.
Right, it gets reviewed every 18 months or so.
Exactly, his change.
Yeah.
If a country's TPS gets renewed more than 3 times, the people covered should get a pathway to apply for a green card, permanent residency. It gives people stuck in limbo for years, a potential way forward.
A path out of that temporary status eventually. Makes sense.
Then, making it simpler, there's that word again, to start the legal immigration process right at a port of entry.
How would that work?
He pictured someone arriving, stating their intent to live work legally, and getting the needed forms and info right there, instead of only being able to start the process from consulates abroad. He admitted smarter people would design the details, but the concept was key.
And he connected this back to the wall, interestingly.
Yeah, his argument was kind of counterintuitive. If a wall secures the areas between ports of entry, you could actually open more ports of entry, creating more places for people to legally apply, more controlled access points.
Interesting logic. Secure the gaps, expand the doors.
Kinda, yeah. And finally, expanding temporary work visa programs, like for seasonal farm workers who come for 6-9 months.
Make those easier to get.
Yeah, maybe a small fee, like $100, possibly taken from their pay. He saw tons of benefits. Revenue for the government, fills labor shortages here, helps workers earn more to send home. He seemed genuinely baffled why this is so controversial.
So it's a really comprehensive package. Wall, enforcement, easier legal paths, solutions for DACA and TPS, more temporary workers.
It's huge. It touches almost every aspect. He knows it's complicated, needs Congress, needs executive action, involves untangling decades of laws, but that was his vision for a grand compromise.
Definitely ambitious.